What's going on? It's another day, another blessing. It's your boy Luke, man. And let me ask you these questions. Do you run Facebook ad? Do you run YouTube ad? Do you run Google ad? Do you run any kind of advertisement online? If you do that, you may want to pay very close attention to this video, because in this video, I'm going to be discussing with you the 3 steps that we make use of whenever we're running any ad on any platform, especially on Facebook. And for the series of these videos, we're going to be using Facebook because it's about the biggest one out there, and it's kind of the one that people kind of talk about for the most part, so why not? But here's the deal: if you understand how to run traffic on Facebook, I guarantee you can run traffic on any platform, because at the end of the day, 2 things matter. The number 1 thing is you are designing your ad to please the algorithm, which in this case is the AI, the artificial intelligence, right? And of course, you're designing your ad to appeal to your prospects. So you're dealing with machine and people. So once you understand how to please these 2 evils, I guarantee you're going to win. So in this video, if you stick around, I'm going to show you the 3 steps that we use in our agency for all of our clients, and of course for our own product before we run any of our Facebook ad. If you understand these 3 steps on the platform, but especially on Facebook, I guarantee you're not going to complain again about your ad not being profitable, and you will be glad each time you run ad, because what? You're going to come back with money. So pay attention. Let me show this. These are the 3 phases to running a very profitable campaign. And if you can make sure that you understand how these 3 phases work, I guarantee you're not going to have problem with your ads. It does not matter where you run the ad. It could be Facebook, it could be YouTube, it could be Google, it could even be any of those native platforms. You're talking about Outbrain or Taboola or any other one that you have out there, right? Even if you run a PPV ad, just understand that just make sure that you go through these 3 phases, because this is where I see a lot of our clients and of course a lot of my students, when they complain about their ads not working, I understand that they fail to acknowledge the importance of these 3 phases, and they do not take their time to go through these phases. And guess what? Whenever we want to fix the ad, we still have to come back to these 3 phases. So I'm imploring you to ensure that you go through these phases. Okay, so let's start with the pre-launch. You've got to have your pre-launch nailed down. And the number 1 thing on pre-launch is your research. A lot of people do not do their research before they start running ad. They think Facebook is just well, 3 things. Some people think Facebook is just, people are just, they're there anyway. I'm just going to throw my ads to them. It does not work that way. Not everyone on Facebook really needs what you're selling. So you've got to do your research. In another video, I'm going to be showing you guys how we go through our research process, what we do to ensure that we do the right research for each and every product. Research for each product is not, for every product is not the same. You've got to customize your research for the product that you're running, or the campaign, the kind of campaign that you want to run. And listen, this does not matter if it's e-commerce, if it's lead gen, if it's B2B. It does not matter if it's high ticket webinar. It does not matter what kind of ad. Just make sure that you go through these steps, and I guarantee you're going to have a profitable campaign. Again, I'm not saying that results will be typical. It depends on how you understand how this works, and of course some other psychology that goes behind this, which we're going to be discussing in a series of these Facebook ad videos. Again, Facebook, it's a platform that has over 3.2 billion people on it. So if you throw your ad to everybody, you can just, I can tell you what's going to happen. Some people will see it, but they're not going to be the right people that you want to see your ad. Therefore, they're not going to take action. So ensure that you do your research. That is key. It is key you do your research. I'm going to say that again. If you do not do your research, you're going to be the reason why Facebook is going to make more than $55 billion next year, because you're just going to be enriching Facebook without making money from your ad. Number 2, now when you're done with the research, then you've got to develop your ad. And in this case, I'm talking about your ad copy, and I'm talking about your creatives. Ad copy for the pre-launch, or for the top of the funnel, ad copy for the middle of the funnel, and of course ad copy for the bottom of the funnel. This is essential. You cannot have the same kind of ad for each and every one of these phases. And of course, depending on what you are optimizing for inside of Facebook, you've got to design your ad to match what you're optimizing for. That is where a lot of ads fail, because people throw the same ad to everybody and they run the same ad regardless of what phase they are in their ad. Someone that comes to your page who does not buy or take action, when you want to show them another ad, it should not be the same ad. And of course, your quality analysis testing, this has to do with, okay, so when you have an ad running, you cannot at any point in time, you should never have just one landing page. Having one landing page for your ad is like just throwing stones at the wall. You're not going to get a result. It's just going to come back. Or sometimes if the wall is stronger than your stone, it's going to break the stone, right? And that's not what you want. So you've got to have a way to do A/B testing. I don't really do A/B testing. I do ABCD testing. I want to test about 4 landing pages, and in subsequent videos I'm going to show you how easy it is to get this done, because you might be thinking, oh look man, I don't have a big team like you, how can I have 4 landing pages? We've tested 6-10 landing pages before, and it's very, very easy to do. Once you get hang of how this is done, I guarantee it's not going to be a problem again. Just make sure that you're not throwing your ad at just one landing page and hoping that it's going to work, because it's not going to work that way. And when you're doing that again, you've got to have a way to actually understand what is going on those landing pages. You've got to have a way to analyze the data, maybe using any of the software out there. In our own case, we use the Facebook Pixel in conjunction with Google Analytics and of course Google Tag Manager. I teach this in my other advanced traffic and conversion courses, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to let you know that it is important that you make sure that you split test your landing page. Do not throw ad to the same landing page. It's not going to work. If it work once and you're lucky, it's not going to keep working that way, I guarantee. And of course, now you ready to launch, and now launching is another thing, right? You've got to understand, based on whatever you are trying to promote, if it's e-commerce, if it's webinar, if it's B2B, if it's lead gen, if it's affiliate marketing, launching has to be congruent with your research, your development, and of course your qualitative analysis testing that you are doing. That is what we propel the launching. And once you launch, there's a period for launching. You cannot throw something on today and just think it's going to work tomorrow, and if it does not work, you just turn it off. No, there is a period. You have to understand, not only are you dealing with AI, which in this case is artificial intelligence, those algorithms inside of Facebook, YouTube, Taboola, and all those platforms where you run ads, they use algorithm. It's not just someone sitting there. I've had students tell me that they think Facebook does not just like them, or Facebook is just taking their money, and some of them have the ad disapproved all the time, and they wonder why Facebook keep disapproving. I have a particular lady that came to me. She has a tax service, and she keeps running her own ad by herself. And each and every time she launched about 11 ads, and each and every one of them was disapproved. And when she came to us and she was complaining, we were able to fix it, because there was something she was not doing, which obviously was the reason why Facebook was not approving the ad. You have to understand, Facebook is out there to make money, so it does not really make any sense for Facebook to be disapproving ad unless it's going to get them in trouble. And of course, you guys knew what happened. Sometimes, was it this year or late last year, with the Cambridge Analytica, right? So Facebook and even Google and the rest of those platforms, they're very, very peculiar about things that you can say or do on your ad and things that you cannot do. So if you understand how this works, and all of this we teach inside of our course, but there is actually a free platform where you can get this. You can click on the link below to join my unlimited traffic and conversion Facebook group, where I teach more about how to make sure that your ad does not get disapproved. All right, so when you launch, for how long should you leave your ad before you start turning them off? And of course, how much of the ad should you launch? You cannot just have one campaign, one ad set, and one ad. It's not gonna work that way. Ads are not miracle, they are tests. You've got to test them, let the platform give you data back, and based on that data you can now make informed decision, which will now help you move on to the last one, which is the post-launch. Once you've launched, this ad is running, you have all your ad sets, you have your campaign. Now you're pulling back all those data to see which one works. Now you're ready to optimize your campaign, you're ready to optimize your funnel, if that is where the problem is, because sometimes the ad is good, you're getting good CTR, right? The click-through rate is nice, but your CPM and of course your CPA might be extremely high, and that may have to do, for the most part, 100% of the time, it has to do with your funnel. There might be very high bounce rates on your funnel because your ad is not congruent with the message on your funnel. That is why, again, you've got to have more than just one landing page, and each ad has to be designed in a way that it works with the funnel or the landing page, as the case may be. That is the only way you can ensure that you would have a successful ad, because otherwise you're just going to be burning money and your cost will be going up. So once you have a good launch, you now start optimizing based on the data that you get back from Facebook. Now, if that is not working, you have to optimize your funnels, and of course you have to test the process again, see what's going on. And once you have a profitable ad, now you can start scaling. And scaling is where the work is. It's where the tactics and tricks actually come in, because a lot of people can run ad, but they do not understand how to scale. Some have complained to me before that as soon as they try to scale, their CPM goes up, their CPA goes up, because they're not paying attention to some very, very important things inside of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is not sitting there watching who is running ad. There is a machine. There is, AI, which is artificial intelligence, which for the most part is known as algorithm, that is actually determining which of your ad will be profitable based on feedback from the prospect. Facebook does not make unilateral decision on your ad. Whatever they get back from the prospect is what informs the data that you're seeing, and it's based on that you've got to scale your campaign. I'm going to be talking to you guys more about this in another video. In the next video, I'm going to be talking to you about how we do our research, how we develop our ad, and of course how we do our A/B, sometimes A, B, C, D up to F testing to ensure that we are ready to launch. Again, if you want more of this, click on the link below, jump into my Facebook closed Facebook group, which is Unlimited Traffic and Conversion Mastermind, where we deep dive more into these system of running ad, profitable ad on our platform. Because if you run an ad and you say, I'm only running Facebook ad, well, you're shooting yourself in the leg, because you've got to understand, you've got to have more than just one source of advertisement. Okay, I'm going to be seeing you guys in the next video, and do not forget to give me that like, and of course click on the button below to be able to know when I come on again. So when I drop videos like this, you're going to be the first person to be notified. Until then, have a profitable campaign, and I will see you next time.